Hi, I'm Roger and I'm part of Team Wight Lightning. We're rowing 3,000 miles across the Atlantic from December this year. This is our boat, Wight Lightning. She's a Rannoch R45 ocean rowing boat, custom made for us. She's about 8 meters long and less than 2 meters wide. So we have a crew of 4. We have 3 rowing positions, 2 of which will be occupied at most times. So 2 rowers rowing for 2 hours at a time. We're rowing 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 24/7 for about 50 to 60 days. So this is going to be our home. We have a cabin at each end, so 2 rowers rowing all the time, 1 person in each cabin, resting, cleaning, eating, doing everything they need to do to look after themselves on that voyage. So we have cabin at the back, which we call the office. That's the one with all the navigation equipment, our radio and our safety equipment in. We have another cabin at the front known as the palace. So no equipment in there, but it does get a bit noisy because that's at the front of the boat, because that's where a lot of the waves hit. It gets pretty noisy when you're trying to get some rest. So the boat is self-righting. We have a lot of safety equipment on board. We have a life raft. We're permanently strapped, attached to the boat by safety lines and harnesses when we're rowing. We have a few luxuries on board. We're able to make our own hot food using a jet boil, so something a little like a camping stove, to make up our dehydrated meals. We'll have a little bit of fresh food on board, and we'll make our water as we go along with a desalinator that's going to keep us supplied with fresh waters for 2 months. We have the safety lines at the side of the boat. These are the bits that are going to keep us on board when things get a little rocky. Being less than 2 meters wide, the boat will pitch and roll in the waves, but otherwise it's very safe. But it's a very small boat on the Atlantic. We're going to have 40-50 foot rollers pitching us about, throwing us around. So that's why we're attached to the deck with a safety harness all the time. Moving around on the boat, very difficult. As soon as one person moves to one side of the boat, very difficult. We've got to have somebody moving and rolling, moving to the other side of the boat to keep it stable. We have these great big hatches here that are going to be home to our food rations, to our safety equipment, and everything we're going to need for the voyage. We are not allowed to jettison anything during the voyage, so we have to keep all our rubbish with us. Perhaps the most frequently asked question is how we go to the toilet. It's a very unglamorous answer: a bucket and chuck it. So we have a bucket on board. We have to get very familiar with each other to use it, but all the waste goes over the side of the boat. That's the only thing that we're allowed to jettison. The other safety equipment, we're going to be wearing life rafts, sorry, let me say that again. We're going to be wearing life jackets when we're on deck. Biggest danger we face when the weather is good is sun. We're obviously very exposed here, so we're also going to be slathered up with suntan lotion a lot of the time. We have our foul weather gear. We're going to have a lot of water over the side of the boat when the weather isn't so good. So a lot of water gets on deck. It'll all run out these sluice holes at the side of the deck as well. There's not a lot we can take with us. We don't have many luxuries. We'll take a couple of little niceties from home, a couple of Christmas presents maybe, but that's it. This is our home.